is Bambini.
Bambini, Bambini. Come on, little children, it's Bambini. Come, let's learn in various fun. But it's an educational TV show.
Hello, Bambini kids and parents. I welcome you all to our Bambini Healthy Lifestyle series. And as you already know, my name is Aurelia Kose. How can you enjoy the beauty of your environment without sight? And as you already know, our eyes is a sense organ and it's a very important part of the body. So we must keep it healthy and clean. In this episode, we are going to talk about an eye disease called refractive error. I repeat, refractive error. So pick up your pens and books so that you can jot down some important notes as I meet the doctor for the day. Hello, Doc.
Hello, Aurelia. How are you doing?
Please, I'm fine.
Good.
Please, you're welcome to the Bambini show.
Thank you very much.
Please give us a brief background about yourself and what you do here.
Okay, so my name is Dr. Kwame Oben Nyarko. I am an optometrist, and then I work with Third Eye Care and Vision Center, and I practice optometry. And I'm sure you would want to know who an optometrist is,
Yes.
right? Good. So an optometrist is an eye doctor who takes care of all diseases of the eyes, except that he does not do surgery. So if you have a red eye and you need to see a doctor, you can come to an optometrist. If you can't see things clearly from far and you need to see an eye doctor, you can see an optometrist. So an optometrist takes care of everything to do with the eyes, except when it has to do with surgery or operations.
Okay, thank you. Doc, please, if our Bambini kids at home want to be like you, what are the things he or she must do to become like you?
Okay. So what, if you want to be an optometrist, in Ghana, there's actually only one route. You need to first of all study science in the secondary school. And then from the secondary school, you need to go to the university and study optometry for 6 years. But you need to study very hard in the secondary school because if you don't pass well there, then you can't get to the university. So you study your science very well, and then you can graduate and go on to the university, and then you do optometry. If you want to do optometry in Ghana, you can do it at one of two universities. We have the Kwame University of Science and Technology in Kumasi,
Yes.
or the University of Cape Coast. So you can go to any of them, and they should be able to train you to become an optometrist.
Okay, thank you, Doc,
Thank
for
you.
giving us a brief background about yourself. And I hope our Bambini kids at home are ready to know the topic of the day. So the topic of the day is refractive error. So, Doc, please, what is refractive error?
Okay. In order for you to understand the term or the disease refractive error, we must first of all learn about how the eye sees. Okay. Without an understanding of how the eye sees, it's going to be very difficult to understand what refractive error is. So now, Aurelia, as you look at me, you can see me, right?
Yes.
Good. So in order for you to see me, light must bounce off my body and enter your eyes. When it enters your eyes must bend this light through a process called refraction. Good. So the bending of the light into the eye is called refraction, and it bends this light to one point at the back of the eye on an organ called the retina. So if light moves from me and enters your eyes and the eyes bends it well, and then the image hits the retina, then you'll be seeing very well. So when we say a refractive error, we are talking about an error with regards to the bending of the light when it enters your eye. So when the light enters your eye and it is not bent right, then it will not be able to hit the retina for you to see. Then you will not be seeing well, and we'll call that a refractive error. I hope that makes sense.
Yes.
And it's easy to understand, right?
Yes.
Good.
Okay, please, what causes refractive error?
Okay. So there are many causes of refractive errors. One is heredity. when we say heredity, we are talking about you inheriting a gene from your parents or you inheriting the condition from your parents. Another one is that sometimes as you grow, your body grows, your eyes also grow. Sometimes when your eyes are growing, they don't grow up to the levels that they are supposed to grow up to. Then it causes some of the structures to be shorter than they're actually supposed to be, or longer than they're actually supposed to be, or stronger than they're actually supposed to be, or weaker than they're actually supposed to be. If any of these things happen, you could have a refractive error as well. Something could hit your eye and could cause you to have a refractive error after it heals. Sometimes some people go through some surgeries of the eyes, and after the surgeries, they can also have refractive errors. And then again, there are some people who have certain conditions like diabetes that can also lead them to having refractive errors. So many things can cause refractive errors.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you for explaining that.
All right then. You're
Okay,
welcome.
please, what are the signs or symptoms of refractive error?
Great. The signs and symptoms of refractive errors are not limited to the things I'm going to talk about alone. First and foremost, many people might say that I can't see from far, or I can't see when things are close to me, or when I'm looking at things, the edges are wavy. Those are some of the signs. Some people will come to you and talk about having persistent headaches. Some people will talk about eye pains. Some people will tell you that their eyes always feel tired. Some people may talk about their eyes watering all the time. You may have some people constantly rubbing and pressing the eyes in because they are not seeing. So they are struggling to see. So when they press it in, the vision becomes better for a while and it gets worse again. There are people that you would see who are always frowning. It's not that they are not happy or they are sad or they are angry at you. They just can't see. So they are always frowning in order to see well. And then you might also have a few people straining their eyes in order to see well. So if you see any of your friends who is always frowning, don't ask, are you angry at me? Ask, can you see me well? Maybe that child is not seeing you. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Please, what are the remedies of refractive error?
Okay. So there are many ways of dealing with refractive errors, but we'll put it under two main categories. One, we will look at the use of lenses, and then we'll look at surgery. Now, when it comes to lenses, we have two main types of lenses that are used for managing refractive error. We have the spectacle lenses, and then we have the contact lenses. Contact lenses, as the name may sound, means you put it directly on your eyeballs, and then you look through them in order to see. And then the spectacle lenses, you put them on your face. That's the normal glasses that you see people wearing. Most of the people wearing glasses are trying to solve their refractive error situations or status. Then let's go to the surgery. There are some surgeries that can be used to correct refractive errors, like refractive surgery. So if you are the kind of person who wears glasses in order to see and you don't feel like wearing glasses or contact lenses anymore, you can undergo a laser surgery to correct your refractive error, and you don't have to wear glasses afterwards. Yeah.
Okay, so Doc, please, how can we prevent refractive error?
Okay. Refractive errors or a refractive error is a very difficult condition to prevent. Let's look at the causes again. We talked about heredity, inheritance. You're inheriting it from your parents. It's going to be very difficult to prevent you carrying the gene, unless we advise parents that if you come from a home where everybody is wearing glasses, don't go and marry somebody from another home where they are all wearing glasses. Then we are also not going to be very fair to people. Then we talk about the developmental deficits. We cannot do anything to stop some of the structures from not developing well. Do you get it? Conditions like diabetes, yes, we can do something to prevent ourselves from getting diabetes by living healthy lifestyles, exercising and all that, and that can help prevent the refractive error from happening. There are some circumstances where you've undergone a surgery and because of the surgery, you have the refractive error. But sometimes that refractive error is better than what you had before the surgery. For instance, somebody cannot see at all, and then he goes in to do the surgery, and then after the surgery, he's able to see but not see well. When you give the person glasses, it actually restores the vision. So refractive errors are not bad anyway, because we have a solution to them. If you are saddled with a condition that has no solution to them, that is very sad. But refractive errors, we can always do something about them.
Okay. So if you are a Bambini kid, then you have refractive error. As Doc said, refractive error can be cured, yes, simply. So Doc, please, as you were saying, can refractive error cause blindness?
Okay, we are going to look at it in various ways. If you leave your refractive error untreated, your vision is going to continue getting worse and worse and worse. And it will get to a time that even when we give you glasses, it cannot improve the vision. Now, when we talk about blindness, it's not only a state where the eye cannot see at all. When we talk about blindness as optometrists, we are talking about blindness with regards to the functionality of your eyes and how you can use your eyes to achieve daily targets or activities that you do. So if your eyes are not helpful in order for you to be able to do the things that you are supposed to do on a daily basis, then we as optometrists will call you blind. So if your vision has gotten so bad, so much so that if we gave you glasses to help you to see, it doesn't make you able to do the things that ordinarily you could have done and would have wanted to do, then you are blind.
Okay. Please, can refractive error affect children in school?
Good. Refractive errors affects every living human being. When I say every living human being, I'm talking about babies, toddlers, children above 4 years, teenagers, adults, grandmas and grandpas. It affects everyone. Refractive errors are no respecter of age, color, and status. Okay? Okay.
So please, can refractive error be cured?
We can manage refractive errors, and then in some cases they can be cured through surgery. However, we have realized as practitioners that sometimes 10 or 15 years after the surgery, you may go back to glasses. But then at the point where you don't need glasses anymore, at that point we can say it is cured. Yes.
So Doc, please, how can we fix refractive error?
Can fix refractive errors simply by one, wearing the lenses that have been prescribed by the optometrist, be it contact lenses or spectacle lenses, or undergoing the refractive laser surgery to correct the refractive error. If we are able to do any of these, then we should be good to go.
So Doc, thank you very much for taking us through refractive error. So what are your closing messages for our Bambini kids at school?
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to all of you. And for the Bambini kids, I'd like you to pay attention to your eyes. Whenever you notice that your eyes are red, tell mom and dad to take you to the clinic. Whenever you notice that your eyes are itchy, tell mom and dad to take you to the clinic. Whenever you notice that your eyes are discharging, tell mom and dad to take you to the clinic. And if you have headaches that are not resolving with painkillers, please encourage mom and dad to take you to the clinic. If you have to get close to the TV in order to see, then it means you're not seeing well. Mom and dad must take you there, and then the doctor can help you. There are some children who cannot also see well from books, and when they are copying things from the boards, they cannot copy them rightly. They also have to come and see the optometrist, and the optometrist will help them to see very well. And that is why Third Eye Care and Vision Center is there. It is there to help each and everyone who has a refractive error, and will always serve you with a smile. like the one on my face.
Okay, so thank you for making time with us on this educative and exclusive journey. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Aurelia.
Yes. So I hope you have learned a lot about refractive error. So see you next time. Bye-bye. Girl child education. I have a dream. She has a dream. A big dream. A beautiful and wonderful dream. The dream of the girl child. She wakes up in the morning with life full of hope and aspiration. As afternoon approaches, she sees herself shining like the sun, hoping to be the brightest star in the sky at night. The dream of the girl child. Why won't you educate her to realize her dream? Let her go to school so as not to be a fool. She was not just born to make coffee and tea, but can also be served with coffee and tea. My heart pains badly when I say this sadly. Before 18, she is pushed into marriage. Whilst body organs are not fully discolored, so she gets miscarriage. No skills about how to manage a home. No knowledge about motherhood, so she struggles in her marriage. Confusion, rejection, depression, frustration sets in. Oya noya reho yatwarwa duberma pam. Can you hear the cry? Can you hear the cry of this innocent and vulnerable girl? Can you feel the pain of this poor and helpless soul? No, she says to herself. I may be helpless, but not useless. Yes.
Wow, that's great. Well, I love that. I had chills while sitting here. You did good. You know, I've watched you quite a number of times.
Thank
and I know
you.
what you can do. I cannot hug you, I cannot shake you, but then I can just do this. Wow, you did awesome. Wow, amazing.
Okay, thank